So we're going to go through a question with solving equations that involves fractions. So if I said 4x over 2 is equal to 10. Okay? So now, in order to solve for this question, we need to find this guy who's the king, and we need to make sure this king is by himself. We've got two enemies next to the king. The closest guard, who's here, and then we've got the guard who is downstairs. Okay? So basically, in order to save this king, in order to get into this house, basically the castle, okay, we're going to enter through the downstairs, obviously, right? This is upstairs, okay? In order to get to the king, now this is a bit crazy, but yeah, so it's a bit interesting, but this may help you understand how to solve for x. So in order to get to this x, we need to meet this guard first. In order to bring this guard onto the other side, you do the opposite. What's the opposite of divide by 2? The opposite of divide by 2 is times 2. When we do times 2 on this side, we also need times 2 on this side. Okay, so now we are left with 4x is equal to 20. Now we've got this guard left over. How do we bring this guard onto the other side? We have to do the opposite. Divide 4, divide 4. Now we are left with x is equal to 5. And that is your answer. So this question is slightly different because now you have a fraction and you have to solve for x. In order to solve for x, you need to make x by itself. Who's our king? We've got two guards protecting this particular king and guarding him and keeping him hostage in order to remove, and which one do you remove first? The one on the downstairs, because in order to get to the upstairs, you need to go to the downstairs first, okay? So you meet this 2, in order to bring it to this side, you're going to have to do the opposite operation. That's the key there. The opposite operation is times 2 on this side. You're left with now 4x is equal to 20. In order to remove this 4, you have to do the opposite of 4 times x, which is divide. And then you're left with that particular answer.